My friend John leaves this comment. It says, after I place the loops on the pegs, it's like pulling teeth to get the bottom loops over the top. Several of you have left me comments similar to this one. Hey, it's Denise from LoomaHat.com, and I want to share with you guys clips from my headband scarf video where I can demonstrate how I avoid this. If you're interested in the pattern or the video, there will be links in the description. So what are we focusing on here? We're paying attention to the brim. This project has a fold-up brim just like the hat that John is speaking about. Now I want you to keep in mind that you've been knitting all along and that this is just the last row and the tension should not have changed, right? You haven't done anything different. So why would this last one? What caused the change in the tension? So let's start at the beginning. I'm going to take my working yarn and bring it forward, and then I'm going to fold it inside into the fold so that I hide it. Then I go and I look for that cast on row, and I'm going to take that first loop and remount it onto the peg. The next one, I'm going to pull on it more, right? What that's going to do is it's going to tighten the previous loop and loosen the next one. And as I do that, I'm bringing all of that extra yarn so that I can use it at the end of the row for the last loops, which will be very tight. So if I don't do this, if I don't pull on these first ones, the last ones are going to be hard to do. And so it does get a little crazy. These loops get really big, and I understand that. It makes them look really odd, but you need to do that. You need to pull on it, and you see that the previous one gets tighter and the next one gets looser. But you will see that as you move forward, they do get tighter. They're not loose like that. And you might even find it necessary to go back to the previous ones and pull on them again, as I said, as you get closer to the end of this row in order to get enough slack to remount those pegs. Now, why? Why am I dealing with the top row when John's problem was the bottom one? He said those were too tight. Notice that as I knit off those bottom one over the top, I'm not struggling. I don't have to overcompensate and pull them out a lot in order to knit off, in order to get that bottom one over the top. What happens when these top loops are crazy? Well, let's make believe these are the bottom ones, and we're having to make up for those crazy loops on the top. We overcompensate and over pull on the bottom ones. Now here, I'm not knitting off, and so it looks like the next one is going to be looser, just like it happened on the top, but it's not, because I'm going to knit off. So again, I want you to see when I overcompensate and over pull this, what happens to the ones on the sides. They're getting tighter. You see that? I will pull on this one in order to knit off and get over a really odd top one, and the next one gets tighter. So does the one on the side. And unlike here where I'm not knitting off, when you actually bring it all the way over the top, the next one is not going to be looser. It's just going to be tighter. So this is what you want to avoid. And the way you avoid this is by making sure that all of your top loops look as they should. They're all even. Is this going to solve the problem for everyone? No. No solution is the perfect one for everybody. I can only tell you what has worked for me. And if you're interested in eliminating a brim altogether, look for this video, which is coming soon. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe.